Let's take a look at the Dragon Priest. The Dragon Priest uses typical priest control coupled with dragons that buff each other. Your main goal is to survive until the late game to bring Deathwing out, and most of the time opponents either just quit or you're able to slap them across the face with a 12-12 dragon. As usual, I'll go over the deck list, mulligan strategies, and typical plays that you'll want to do during the game. Well, Deathwing's been waiting forever, so let's get started. On the control side of things, you have cards that both buff your minions and will take down boards of other minions. Forbidden Shaping is a 0-cost card that'll spend all your mana and bring a minion that costs that much mana that you spent into the game. Your Power Word cards will buff the minions you have on the board. Use your Holy Nova and Excavated Evil for minor board clears. As usual, the Cleric will give you card draw, and both Cabal Shadow Priest and Entomb will allow you to steal an enemy minion. But this deck is all about the dragons, baby! It is important to note that Twilight Whelp, Wormrest Agent, Blackwing Technician, and Twilight Guardian all require a dragon to be in your hand to be effective. This also applies to Blackwing Corruptor. The Scaled Nightmare will double its attack every turn, making it very nasty, and Ysera will summon dream cards for you, including other dragons. And then there's the star of our show, Deathwing the Dragon Lord, summoning all dragons in your hand upon death. It also doesn't hurt that he is a 12-12 dragon as well. This deck's mulligan strategy is a little more complicated than most. I typically look for any of my low-cost battle cries such as Technician or Whelp, as well as one high-cost dragon so that I always have a dragon in my hand. You'll want to tailor it to the deck you're playing against. But generally, these 4 cards on the right are pretty good keeps. I have Deathwing in this list to represent any high-cost dragon you can keep in your hand in order to use the battle cries of all your lower-cost dragons. Excavated Evil or Holy Nova will also be kept in some cases, as if I'm dealing with an aggro deck of some sort. Now let's take a look at some card interactions that are very interesting. Using Entomb on opponent is like slapping them when they're falling down the stairs. Not only does it remove a minion from their board, but it puts it in your deck so that you can use it later on them. Use Entomb on a minion you can't control, or use it to steal a card that will benefit you later in the game, like I stole this dragon here. Every time you start your turn, the Scaled Nightmare gets twice as nasty. Couple him with Power Word Shield or Power Word Tentacles to get quicker value out of him very fast. A mainstay in Priest decks for some time, the Cabal Shadow Priest will take any 2 or less attack minion from the opponent's board. Use it to steal a very good value minion from your opponent and give board control back to you. Though best brought out by Deathwing himself, Ysera adds a dream card to your hand every turn. Sometimes she can even add a dragon card to your hand. And then there's finally Oh Sweet Jesus' Deathwing, a 12-12 drop for 10 mana. He is already a threat in and of himself, but where he really shines is if you have a handful of dragons. While tempting to go straight for the face with a 12-12 dragon, his real value is in bringing out other dragons from your hand. How else would I be able to bring out 25 mana worth of dragons without casting a single thing? I've usually found that pretty much when Deathwing's Death Rattle goes off, everyone just quits the game. If they don't, and you use Deathwing right, you'll find yourself in a very commanding position to win the game. So a quick summary. Be sure to keep dragons in your hand, because without dragons in your hand, your battle cries won't mean a thing. Use your priest control to keep the opponent's board under control. And be sure to maximize Deathwing's Death Rattle. He's a 12-12 minion, but his real value is in free casting dragons. To that note, also make sure you have dragons in your hand to fully benefit. I hope this video was helpful to you. Be sure to like and subscribe as I'll be posting more regularly. Peace out and you guys have a great day.